Too legit.
When we could be superstars, we've been rather wrecking car. What does that say for us? Kicking up corner. Yeah, we could be superstars. So the pressure turn us up. So we fell off the spinning tops. Don't know, maybe
Too legit.
What up, world? Live on that with MrBeGreatToday, Lamar King Sr. Glad y'all tapped in with me. It's another all positive podcast, and we have a very special guest joining us on the show today. A great friend of mine. Y'all help me welcome Donnie, DBoi Cannie to the show. Welcome to the show, my boy.
Yeah, what it do, homie?
Glad to have you on the show, man. Glad to bring you on. We got,
Like, wow.
but I like to give everybody the opportunity to, introduce themselves, let them know where they from, and all that good stuff.
Yo, what it do? It's Donnie, DBoi Cannie. Wilco born, Baldwin kind of raised. You know what it do? Toonsboro, Milledgeville, what it do?
That was up, man. I'm glad to have you on here, DBoi, man. I tell you, man, me and you, we got a long history with one another,
Talk about that album and shit.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man, DBoi is, especially coming up in school, DBoi had a real bad case of asthma. I'm gonna go and put it out there because I give it to him every chance I get. And
Hey, he's going to jail for it.
DBoi, I'm telling you, I have witnessed them call the ambulance about 4 or 5 times for DBoi.
Hey, if I tell you something though, real shit. Now that I'm grown, I can say this. I never had asthma. I just seen that shit as an excuse to get the hell out of school, bro. That's on everything.
Nigga, you had asthma. That nigga had asthma. He just lying. He lying like hell. That's all it is. But no, man.
Yeah. But yo, I'm proud though, man. Like, I see what you're doing, man. Like, as a father, man, like, knowing, like, we come from the streets, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But seeing you doing your thing, man, like, I applaud that. I'm proud of you. And I know your big brother and my little brother, Mean Dog, looking down, man, like, real happy. Like, look at my brother. Like, look at us. And I seen when you had Dirty Red on there, man, I was like, man, look at this. Like, I love this.
Yeah, man. And it's funny that you say that, man, because, today is March 4th, you know what I mean? And today makes, 16 years to the death of my brother.
Really, man?
Yeah, it's very special that you're on the show today, man. It's destined for you to be on the show today. Because,
man.
And we're gonna get into that and all that good stuff, but we're gonna pay a little homage, man. Y'all tilt them brews, y'all pour your libations out for Antonio Terrell, Washington, man. He was a living legend for real, man, and his name lives on through his little brother.
Right.
And today would make 16 years.
Wow.
The anniversary date of my brother's death.
My brother and my mama were crazy about that nigga, boy. Look, my mama would whoop my ass about Mean Dog.
Yeah.
Real talk. Many mornings we stepped over each other. He sleep on my floor at home on Lockwood, man. You know how tight we were, bro.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
Then last time we really kicked it like that, and me, you, and him was in the same spot. I think he was into it with somebody at the Waffle House, and you pushed him inside, and he said you pushed him right in front of my. I was like, man, sit your ass right here in front of me, man, and chill out. And he did, man, and we had like hell.
Hey, man, I forgot that even happened, man. I remember that night too, because somebody called me up there, and they was like, man, Mean Dog. I came up there, and he would, Mean Dog fashion, turned up to the maximum. And I was like, man, calm down, man. He got that little smirk on his face, and he chilled out. He chilled out, especially you were there.
Chilled out. Your head right here. He sat right there, man, and we laughed about back in the day, man.
Yeah, man, that was up, man. Hey, man, let's talk about back in the day, man. Coming up, Mean Dog, y'all was a little ahead of me, man, and just we all come from humble beginnings, and we've had our tests and we've been battle tested.
Yeah.
What some of the things that you took from the humble beginnings in Milledgeville, Georgia, and Wilco that brought you to the man you are today, that brought DBoi to the people today?
All right, like, man, I started back in Wilson County, man. Like, my grandma, like, she was so strong. Like, we didn't have a lot of stuff like, what other people had. Like, man, we didn't have like running water. Like, man, we would have to walk to our neighbor house, to get water, and we used the restrooms outside. We didn't have none of that stuff. And my grandma, she made her own soap, her own brooms, like watching her cook outside. That's why, like, you see a lot of my posts now, man, you see me cooking outside. I don't build the fire with my cast iron pots. I learned that by watching her, and moving on up to Milledgeville, man. When I met your brother, man, like, he taught me to hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude, hustler, man. Him and Betty Jean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean?
Man, that was the day, man. I remember you had that Newport.
Yeah.
You had that long ass Newport. For y'all don't know, a Newport, and I ain't talking about a cigarette. I'm talking about a car. It's called a Newport. Y'all go Google that. Yeah, a lot of y'all probably know that. But DBoi had a Newport, man. And man, I tell you, I was a youngster. I was a legit, trying to first really jumping off the porch and coming out there into the game, man. And my brother, if you recall, he used to run me out. I used to have to sneak and come out there and try to, do my little thing. But I admired y'all guys. I looked up to y'all guys because through it all, man, we had no guide. We really had no guide to measure up against. So we really had to figure out through trial and error. We had to figure out through, watching, other people's mistakes, our own mistakes.
Yeah.
And it was tough, man. It was tough. So with you, man, like, how did you make it through? DBoi, a lot of people, they see DBoi now, they see DBoi today, the artists, the community activists, they see, a real influence in the community.
Yeah.
It took a lot to make it from where you were, from where we first met at.
Oh, man.
Where you at today. So what would you attribute the biggest thing, or the biggest thing that really opened your eyes to see that, man, I gotta take another path. I gotta take another route.
Man, like losing all of my friends, man. Like, for real, like, bro. I remember one time, man, a good friend of mine, Trey Gregory, we went to Atlanta to pick up some jet skis for Owen Pittman. Like, dude, like, we chiefed everything the whole way there and back. Dude didn't tell me, talk to me about nothing. Man, I dropped dude off, man. 5 minutes later, he go in the room and blew his brains out. Stuff like that, man. Losing my mama in 2010, and a year later, losing my sister on the same day. My wife dealing with cancer at the same time of me losing them, and she get through with that, and they telling her she can't leave the hospital because she got blood clots in her lungs now, man. Just life, man. Life will make you want to, like, be like, man, listen, we got to change, man. And I remember I did that song with Project Pack, that Nothing About You, and I was listening, but man, I was like, it sound good, bro, but damn, these niggas in Milledgeville doing all this I'm rapping about. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I don't really want to promote that. That's why I really didn't get behind it like that. That's when I came back with Corners. Shit, man, the shit really scary. Cause in 2016, man, in Milledgeville, these niggas was shooting 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Yep. Like back and forth, like every day. Like, man, it was scary, bro.
It definitely was, man. I remember that time, and I wasn't in Milledgeville at the time, but it was humbling to say the least. Because DBoi, I look back on a lot of the stuff that's going on in Milledgeville, even up until today. Mm-hmm. I would have to say I'm at fault to some of that. You know what I mean? I helped create some of that stuff that's going on, man. And I commend you for still sticking in there and still holding it down and still giving back and still pouring into the community, man, because it's hard once you get a taste of it. And that's why a lot of times people can't relate to the youngsters because they can't understand why they do what they do, but you can understand because you've been there.
And I tell them also, hopefully they look at me as inspiration, because I'm doing this and that, but I haven't left the streets. And what I mean by that, like, man, I still go kick it with them dudes. I don't think I'm better than nobody. Yeah. I love every and inner side of town. You know what I'm saying? DBoi got love everywhere. And sometimes, though, to be honest with you, that can cause conflict too. Because these that you know here might not want you to go there and hang with them people there because you know that they may have, you know, a lot of blood been shed in Millersville, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, you know, it just them emotions and feelings get mixed up in it, man. I understand it all. But, you know, I'm blessed to be one of them guys that people just understand as DBoi. That's DBoi Speaks. He gonna try to get along with any and everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
That's it, man. That's it, man. And that's what you have to do, man. And that's why I got this platform, DBoi, to kind of let people know that it really don't take a whole bunch of aggression to do nothing. I know sometimes we, especially as men, especially as black men, we vulnerability is something that we're afraid of. We're afraid to be looked at or as less, or looked at as chomped off or punked out or any lesser light for that matter, right? So we try to exude goddamn testosterone. We try to be that, you know, I'm that guy, you know, and I get it, and I understand, and I can empathize with these young cats, man. And I ain't, but my thing is that what do we do? And I see you out there working, and you know what I mean, I see you out there doing your thing. But how do we continue? How do we really get to the meat and potatoes of it, though, DBoi? Because, you know, we can work and we can do these things. And I think and I know it helps.
Yeah.
I know it helps. How do we get it to where we can nip this thing in the bud, where we ain't got it continuously happen and continues to affect our community like it does?
Man, I think it starts at home, you know, and a lot of people, they would say it takes a dad in your house with your mom. You know, it may make it better, but I'm a proven fact that it don't take that. You know what I'm saying? I love my dad to death, but he wasn't in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing him every blue moon. So, but I say also it start with that person, man. You know, if you 9 years old or you 10 and you know you want to be like this basketball or football player, do the things that it take to get to that level. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like,
but I get that though, DBoi. But it's easy to say that. It's easy to say, okay, well, just do the things you need to do. But when you go to the bus stop, you got this element out here. When you get off, you got this element out here. When you look at your phone, you see it all over your phone. Like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You know, and now children they're introduced early to a lot of things that we got introduced to late. They know about sex. They know about drugs. They know about gangs. They know about everything. Guns. They can tell you how to build a gun. They know it all.
Yeah, they know. But you're right though. You know, they are, you know, seeing a lot more, man. And I think you know, social media need to get in and help. Like stuff what you doing, like what me and you doing right now. You know, like this, man. I think this will help a lot. But you know, it starts at home, and it starts with that individual. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta want it for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you for yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's get up every morning and do what you do. That's why I go to the hood and I get them little young guys and I let them work on the weekend. I let them work a day when they ain't in school so they can see how it feel to work to make money. You ain't got to sell drugs to make money. You know what I'm saying? You can actually work and people will pay you. And I pay them good. And the reason why I do that to open up their eyes so they can be like, damn, okay, I can do this. And it worked.
Yeah, and then you ain't got to worry about going to jail.
That's right.
That's the main thing. You ain't got to worry about going in and out that system, man. And that
I have learned. Yeah, they your homeboys on the street, but they ain't finna send you shit. They ain't finna send you nothing. I get the phone calls all the time. DBoi, can you send me such and such? Such and such said they were gonna do such and such, and they ain't did nothing.
DBoi, I'm talking about, and I think we all, especially when you carry yourself in a way, and just like you say, I don't think I'm no better than nobody.
Nah.
But just like you say, and I try to help as much as I can. There's some people out there that can tell you. There's some people from the South Side. You know me. I'm from, you know, that can hit me up and be like, "Hey man, can you shoot me a cash out?" Boom. You know what I mean? Just out of love. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what it's like to be locked up, but I don't wish that on nobody, and I hate that certain people have to go through certain things like that. But
yeah, man. But you know, jail it's really made for you to want to change. You know what I'm saying? So if you come out and you go and you keep doing the same thing, you know, what do you expect? You know, that's what I say, man. It got to be you. You know what I'm saying? You got to.
But can I ask you? I'm ask you some real shit though, and you can attest to what I'm about to ask you more than anything, right? So, we from small town USA, Millersville, Georgia, and you've seen where a youngster might be 17, 18 years old, and they catch themselves out there, I don't know, just doing some dumb stuff, and they go down to that Baldwin County courthouse, and them people say, well, we already got you dead to the wrong, so here you go, 20-year probation. And don't nobody want to go to prison. Don't nobody want to crank up that jury. And I don't know the stats on it, but I would say probably 90% of the charges that's in Millville are pleaded out. Would you say that the system, as far as like the probation, how probation is worked in Baldwin County, and I've seen it firsthand. I had a 12 months misdemeanor charge that 12-month probation that ended up being 5 years on probation, like because of just some formalities throughout. But you say the system that's in place to where people are getting 20 years, 30 years probation. So if you jaywalk, and I'm not speaking literally, I'm saying if you jaywalk, we finna send you back down the road. Then you come out, then you jaywalk again. Is it more so the youth that want to go in and out, or is it more so the system that's set up designed for them to go in and out?
Yeah, I blame it on both of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the system fucked up and definitely need to be tweaks on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you 100% on that. But, you know, you sit up there and you take those 20 years probation, and you gotta know, shit, I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can't drink. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I really can't fuss at nobody. I really can't do nothing. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So I say, man, the system is kind of fucked up though, bro. Like, and one thing, man, like, I noticed, like, for drugs, you can get 160 years. But you kill somebody and you get 8 years.
Yeah, true that, man. Just like we talked about Dirt. Dirt did 13, and the dude that killed Mean Dog did 12.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Terrell Washington, man. That's my boy, man. But that's how it is. That's how it is, and that's how the system is. And again, I commend you in the things that you're doing to at least try to combat it in some way, bro. Like, cause most people throw their hands up, make me want to holler, you know, throw up both my hands and be done with it. You know, in the situation, like, I'm getting my money, I ain't got time, and you're steady pouring back into the community. And that says a lot about you, DBoi. That says a lot.
Like, I love my city, man. Like, I love Millersville, bro. Like, Millersville show me love, you know, for my business, you know what I'm saying? So I got to do that. And you know, first, I'm going to be doing a special need prom, man, at Prime Care.
Okay.
Got DJ Rated R coming through, man. So that's going to be a nice event, man, for the special needs, man.
What date is that?
April 1st. It's like the first Saturday in April.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in, my boy DBoi Special Needs Prime Care, April 1st. No doubt.
Yeah, but yeah, man, you know, it's all about showing love, man, and just try to teach these boys, man, like you can be things, you know. That's why, like, look at the features I got with, like, Fabo, Joe the Breeze, Nappy Roots, Princess from Crime Mall, Project Pack. Like, nigga, I'm from Toonsboro, you know? Like, this means Lockwood, you know what I'm saying? Like, that happened, bro. You know, and truth be told, man, like,
the little kid with asthma.
yeah, the little kid with asthma, bro, Baldwin Middle. You know what I'm saying? You remember that play?
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. And I want, you know, I want to touch on that. And I see where Baldwin High School did a tribute to you last night, man. And I'm gonna tell you guys, man, for y'all that don't know, DBoi was Michael Jackson back in the day. D-Boy was the real deal Michael Jackson. The dude,
That's right. That's right.
He had to have an asthma pump.
Yeah.
He was Michael Jackson. Tell me your feelings and your emotions when you saw, you know, I mean, that guy out there talking. And when he said Michael Jackson, I'm like, hold up, he ain't Michael Jackson. And he kept talking, and I said, hold up. And he kept talking, and I'm like, and because I know you personally.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel, brother, to see your high school alma mater give a dedication to you during Black History Month, during the annual Black History program?
Man, let me tell you, man, it's a feeling like no other, man. And don't you know, man, I run that shit in my kids' face like no other. I'm like, I've been in school 6-9 years, but I got y'all school recognizing me. You know how you kids.
Yeah.
Like, but man, that was a feeling like no other, man. Like, I had to find little dude, man, and hit him up on his phone. Was like, bro, like, I appreciate that, man. He like did his thing though, bro.
I feel you, man. When I heard the only thing was missing was that old Baldwin Miller auditorium. If they had been in that old Baldwin Miller auditorium, that would have been like it would have been like so surreal. It almost felt like we were back there because when he was speaking, I remember that. Like I was in that. Somebody got the tape, man. Somebody got that tape.
Somebody got the tape, man.
Somebody got the tape, man.
Got that tape, y'all. Burn that shit, y'all. Not let Tario get that tape.
Don't tell it. I need it. I'm gonna air it live right here on air with Mr. Be Great today. I promise you.
Like doing that Black History play back in the days, man. Like remember after I performed, like I actually had to get back up there with the people and sing "Heal the World." And I actually had people crying, bro. I remember when I went in the lunchroom that afternoon, like they gave me a standing ovation. Everybody just like stand up clapping. I'm like, damn.
No, I'm telling you, man, the thing about it is, D-Boy, you've been had it, man. You've been had that it factor. You know what I mean? And I think we all have it, but sometimes we just don't realize it until later on in life. You feel what I'm saying? And I think we sometimes use it as young males with full of testosterone. We're gonna use that to our advantage. You know?
About me doing that Michael Jackson back then, but that was popular. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All them little women, little girls was running after me after that, though. You know what I'm saying? DBoi Speaks, boy. I hear you, boy. I'm telling you, man. That was the time, man. And I can't. And I look at you now, though, D-Boy. You know what I mean? I look at the things you're doing now. I look at how you're, continuously to just reach back. You know what I mean? How you continue to reach back, and you constantly, man. Like I remember you doing a big favor for one of my family members, man, that was going through some changes, man, and you were like, and I was, I was like, I was gonna do it anyway. You were like, look, here you go. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it anyway. You like, no, here you go. And I like, and I already know, I know your caliber person, but I'm just saying, and how you were just making sure everything was good with my family. You know what I mean? And I just came in on the back end, but I was looking at how I saw that relationship was there to where, so my boy D-Boy making and again, man, if people only knew the things you do and the things you do to help and contribute to help people, how you help families. Yeah. And I really want to give your flowers today and let you know that, man, we really appreciate you. I'm talking about, we really appreciate you people. If we had more D-Boys in the world, man, we'd have a better place to live in. And that's straight up no cap. Wow.
You know what I mean? And I want you to continue to keep pushing, man. Like, for real, bro.
Thank you, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, by you saying that, man, like, for real made the house stand up on my arm for the simple fact of it's real. Like, whatever I do, bro, it ain't for show. It ain't for nothing, bro. Like, I'm honestly a good dude, man, and I just want to see everybody happy. Us as black men, bro, we go through enough anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? But that shouldn't define us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can still have fun. We can still be happy. We can still own our own business. We can still love our wife, do for our kids, spoil our kids. We can do all of that. And
that's what it's about, D-Boy, man. And just to have the mentality to say, regardless of, what life brings at me, And I want to talk about Mama Lou for a minute. And I tread lightly because I can't speak on something that I have never experienced. I shout out to my mom. because I love her dearly, you know, and I couldn't even imagine, you know, the things that you've had to deal with without having Mom Dukes around, man. You know.
And I tell you, bro, like for those that don't know, like my mom died in 2010 from liver cancer, and my sister died a year later on the same day. But you know, my mom had 5 kids, 4 girls. I was the only boy. So you can imagine that relationship, you know, man. And sometimes, bro, like I can see, for instance, if I see you and your mama sometime together, man, that shit just fuck me up, you know, because that's one thing I'm missing. Like everything I'm doing, I'm like, man, if only my mama was here. Man, I wish my mom would live, and I want to have her a party, you know, like, bro. And for y'all out there listening, man, like, love your mom. Like, if you went to it with your mom, squash that shit. Like, Paula, like, right now, and be like, Mom, I love you. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times in life, man, when you're gonna need her. Like, there's no woman that's gonna treat you like your mom. Like, my wife, I love her to death. I know we gonna be here forever. I know that, man. But that mom, like, for instance, you can murder somebody. Your mom still gonna come to that prison and see you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like, that additional love, like, boy, you just don't know, man. This shit get rough sometimes, bro. Even talking about it. But I know she looking down on me. And one thing that keep me going, bro, like, before she passed, though, she told me she was proud of me. So I just take that, you know, and I just live with that, man.
And I feel you, man. I feel you, man. And again, man, Mama Lou, she was so special to me too. Just like you say, she loved my brother. My brother was her sweet. Terrell couldn't do no wrong in her eyes. You know what I mean? Like,
he ain't do nothing wrong in her eyes. But he was a good dude, man. Like,
no doubt.
I don't know how the hell, I know how he got the name Mean Dog, but he was really a good dude though, man. Like, for real, like, man, like, we never got into it. Him, Dirty Red, like, we hung. Bookie Boy, like, that was the clip back in the days on Lockwood growing up, man.
Yeah, no doubt. And just think, I was right behind all 3 of them characters you just named. You know what I mean? I got a little piece of all of them, you know, and then
that's right, man. I remember Dirty Red come and get me from Lockwood to go spend the night with him at his grandma's house. He had old dirt bike with the extra little things on the back. And I'd be standing on that motherfucker. We going down the hill, heading to his grandma's house. And she cooked breakfast every morning.
Oh, like, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, you gonna eat.
No doubt, man. And that's the thing, like country boys. And if y'all don't know, we definitely from rural Georgia, like real, I would say the real South, in my opinion. And that it taught us a lot of things like morals, values, respect. Just off GP. Like it didn't come to any type of disrespect. It didn't come to any type of feeling some type of way or getting in your feelings, because, and it'd be like, fuck your feelings. Like ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? You better go sit down somewhere and figure it out. Figure out how not to cry. You know what I mean? Figure out how not to hurt.
Right, man. And while I'm thinking too, man, I gotta give big up the Fish Scales from Nappy Roots too, man. Cause you know, he came in and changed my life, you know what I'm saying? By signing me to the Stick Boys, you know, so I was able to tour, go meet a lot of people because of him, man. Like, I remember we had a show with Digital Underground, and we in the VIP tent with them. You know, I'm there with Shock G and all of them. I'm like, man, like, these people the one, like, brought Tupac out, man. I'm like starstruck. I'm like, man, I can't believe I'm sitting here with Digital Underground, man. Like, wow.
Yeah.
So I got to thank him, man, because if it weren't for him, man, a lot of things I probably wouldn't be able to experience, you know. Yeah. So shout out to Roots, Fish Scales.
Yeah, big up the Scales, man. Atlanta Tucker, y'all make sure y'all go check them out. Northside Drive, man, downtown Atlanta, man. They got the best beer in the city.
Yeah.
Best ambiance, best, talking about the lounge. It's phenomenal. They got, you know, y'all can rent this place out. It's dope. It's dope. Trying to get Scales in the building as well. And my story with Scales is, man, I was, you know, we was in the music game as well, you know, back in the
5K, wide day.
Oh, yeah.
Show us, better show us. We can't not
don't
let
fuck
them
around. Want to fuck
us. They still gone. Seeing y'all out to a brand new home. You
remember that? I remember that. Man, you messing with my head a little bit, but I'm telling you, I forgot. I'm telling you, I forgot all about. I remember that now, man. That was a hit too, man. I wish I could find that album, man.
still go today, bro. We had it.
Yeah, if I had that man, that thing,
I think
man.
it was like you and Rico.
Yeah,
was
man.
on.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that. I made that beat, man. Man, shout out to Mr. Jerry, man. Mr. Jerry Adam, the Godfather, man. He believed in us, man. He knew the game wasn't in us, and man, he gave us the club, bought us equipment.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we was there, man. We was this close, man. Cause we was even around when Bone them was down there doing with they was doing a show with Outkast, Yin Yang. When Scale them jumped off, cause like Scale, all that shit was like around at the same time, but shit kind of just boom. Back then it was groups, and if you didn't have everybody,
yeah, that's right.
You had niggas going to jail. You know, I got married. You know, it was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Scale, man. We end up going to we pushing our album, man. Me and Baby J. Shout out to Baby J, man. We got on the MARTA one day, man. Rode the train all day, passing out CDs, and then Scale then was on the Letterman show. That Watermelon Chicken and Grits had just dropped. They was on Letterman, and then like an hour later, them niggas was in Atlanta, but they had pre-recorded it. You feel what I'm saying? So them niggas was in Atlanta at Club Kaya downtown, and man, that when I met Tip, Jazzy Faye, cause all them niggas was on the album. Jazzy Faye, Yin Yang Twins, Baby, all them.
Yeah.
But them niggas so little, man. Like I'm telling y'all, for y'all don't know, them artists they 5 feet tall, all of them. They tiny. That I'm talking about, and I ain't the taller, but they 5 feet tall. But anyway, dog, I'm telling you, man, Scale was on stage with a ball and hot jacket, jumping around with a ball and hot jacket. And it before cell phone, because of course we ain't got it on wax. But
yeah, that's right.
It definitely happened. I was there. I fell on stage.
About Scale, and when he hit it big, like he was always talking about Milledgeville, Sinclair Dam, you know, and I remember seeing him on the front page newspaper and Union Recorder, like, dang, like this nigga from Milledgeville. And I remember telling my mama was like, you can do it too, baby, you can do it too. And 3 years later, I was on that same front page with Fish Scales. Union. So shout out to my mama for telling me that I could do it too.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm telling you, man. Scale was big though, man. I tell you, man. But what's next, man? What's the next move for DBoi Speaks, man? What's on the agenda? I know we got the special needs prom coming up on April 1st.
Right.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in with DBoi with that, man. Where they can get their tickets, how do they register, how do they do all that?
Man, listen, bro, it's free, man. It said Prime Care in Milledgeville. Y'all can Google it. It's free for everybody. The special needs, like if you don't have if you special needs and you don't have a dress, you know, we have some people that would give you some, you know, you don't even have to have it. You know, we're asking you to come as you are. Everybody just come out and support, man. It's a free event. Got a DJ, free food. My sister gonna be catering for Annie Lou's Kitchen. Yeah, it's gonna be nice, man. But music though, man, like I want to get back into music. I want to do a Milledgeville motivation part too. You know, I did like years ago, but yeah, I want to get back into the music now, man. Hey man,
make it happen, Captain, man. You the captain of the ship, my friend. If anybody can do it, you can do it, man. And I promise you.
Yeah, you know, me and Fabo, my last song, me and Fabo did Tell Me How You Figure. We did a video for that too. You know, it's on YouTube, DBoi featuring Fabo.
And I'm subscribed, man. I got the bell notified and everything. Anything pop up on DBoi Speaks, I'm already in there. So trust me. Trust me. And I suggest you guys do the same thing. Go tap in on that YouTube, man.
I appreciate it, man. But yeah, just more music, man. Hopefully I can get you out of retirement and get you on one, bro. Like,
man. Hey, you see, I got this mic in him, man. Hey, I've been here playing around a little bit, man. Hey, cause back when we were doing music, man, to get beats, it was hard, man. I could find a beat in 5 seconds now, you know.
Yeah. But I tell you one thing though about finding those beats, you know, I was blessed also to be up under the wings of Raheem the Dream, man. Like when it's time to get down to business though, like if you ain't got like your business situated with those beats, like you can't do nothing with them. Like you put your words on other beats or whatever, but really what he was telling me is just a waste of time. You know, if you can't lease them or buy them or whatever. So that's what I'm about. I buy all my beats now, man. Shit. You know, by me being my own boss, like if I can't own it, then I don't really want it.
There you go. There you go. But see, me, I just be in here fucking around. I ain't finna do nothing.
Yeah, you saying.
my wife came in one like, said, you in here rapping?
Oh yeah, man, really though, man. Shout out to y'all, bro, cause like how you saying y'all was like hustling those CDs, giving them out. Like hell, y'all like one of the first that, you know, from back in the days didn't drop a CD, man.
Yeah, I tell you, man, DBoi, man, I love you, man. I tell you, man,
I love you, bro.
It's amazing just to watch you, bro, and just to watch you do your thing, man, and just, you know, be authentic in who you are. And that's and that in itself says a lot, bro. Like that says, you know, that says so much about who you are as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just so appreciative that I'm you know, I'm connected to you. That your number in my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for real.
Bro, like, man, we gonna grind it out, man. And we gonna continue to try to help whoever we can, you know. That's what it's about. And we gonna continue to do that. Yeah. Gonna help whoever, it don't matter what side of town you from, man. Like DBoi got love for you, you know. And I'm a Southside dude forever, you know. I just been that my whole life, bro. But DBoi love everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I ain't mad at you, man. Cause at the same time, man, when you think about the Ville, everybody, when you look at everybody, really family, man. Everybody really family. If you want to think about it, man, you throw a rock, it ain't that far. You know what I mean? It ain't that far. They're probably your people.
And it's like this, man. And I think what happened in Milledgeville, like a lot of murders have been unsolved. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I think it gave people the idea of don't nobody care. We can kill, we can shoot, don't nobody care.
Yeah. Cause
ain't nobody going to jail for none of it. If don't nobody care, we think we can get away with it, then we gonna keep doing it.
Well, you know, and I really don't want to go, you know, all the way political. But I gotta talk to you in the political aspect, because DBoi, I really see you having some political influence in the city of Milledgeville in Baldwin County.
Yeah.
As far as like the hierarchy in the government, whether it be county, not so much. I ain't gonna say, well, the city, you seen a little shake up, rest in peace, Boot Mothers, you know, with his seat coming up. But throughout the whole county and city, is there do you foresee any change, you know, coming through? Do you see any young bloods, any any youth coming up in the game trying to grab some of them spots, man? Because the way I look at it, we have people who are 2-3 generations older than us, governing us, and that's from the local government all the way up to Washington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when we already know our train of thought from the way we think to our kids is different. What do you how different do you think it is from the top to down to us? So how do we find something to mix that up? Do you foresee anything new in the city of Milledgeville or Baldwin County?
Man, to be honest with you, bro, like, I don't think I see new. Like, they doing this, like, maybe big grocery stores or some shit like that, bro. But we need, like, something put in place, like a boys and girls club, but for, like, the older. You know what I'm saying? Like the 17, the 18-year-old. Let's have a place where they can go, and I say kick it and hang with, say, somebody like me or you there. And the one thing about it is we ain't taking no BS. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this place is for love. So if you ain't got love in your heart, if you want to come in here and start something with the other 17 or 18-year-old that we trying to help, you know, in college or blase, then you can't be a part of it. But I think it's some programs down here, bro.
But do you think with the pretty much the same administration they done had forever, you know what I mean, that our city has had forever, do you think they're gonna allow something like that to play out? Do you see like, where's the influx of the youth gonna come from when you're talking about the politics of Milledgeville, to where you're talking about grant money, you're talking about infrastructure, you're talking about people who are in power and position that can make some things happen like that? Yeah. Where is it gonna come from, DBoi?
Yeah, that's right. And it's hard, bro. Cause for one thing, like, let me share this with you, man. Like, I want to do a whole playground in the mountain for the kids, basketball courts, you know. So I went and spoke with the owner, and he was like, yeah, you know, you can do it. Had me pumped up, you know, I'm promoting it. You know, we're going to do this in the mountain. We're going to do that. So people got to talking like, we don't want a basketball court in the mountain. It's only going to start something like, why you don't want a basketball court when those play basketball so good? Was somebody going to come by and shoot? They gonna come by and shoot if they see him standing in the damn road in the highway. You know what I'm talking about? The next little thing, so Michael Jordan can come from over there if you give him a chance. But they wouldn't let me do the basketball court because they say that it was the insurance or something wasn't gonna cover it. A bunch of BS, man. But you know it's hard, bro. It's hard because like some of them don't want us to have change. You know what I'm talking about? So you're right, they want us to stay in this same zone. That's why I say it's up to you. It's up to that person. You know what I'm talking about? The want to do it.
Yeah, I feel you though, but it's still though, it gotta be me personally, my personal opinion on the matter is that I think that the powers that be that's been in place, they've been in place too long. I think we need some youngsters in there, we need some young blood in there, somebody to come in there to make some changes, to look at, because you're dealing with you're dealing with people who are even younger than us. So you know it's gonna be a difference. Like they're not gonna see things like we see things. They're definitely not gonna see things like they see it. Like it's too far in between, and we gotta at least find some type of common ground. And again, that's not just on the local level. That go all the way to Washington, man. These people are 70 to 80 years old, and you know. And we got to stay at it, though. We definitely got to stay at it.
Man, I got a phone call from Floyd Griffin one day, man, you know, asking me, you know, what I'm going to do. He was telling me, you know, he getting older. And when he gone, you know, they may try to do us differently and this and that, man. But truth be told, man, I think my heart too pure to run for these politics and stuff, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And I have found out that I can do more of just being DBoi Speaks than being the mayor or whoever, because a lot of things they can't even do, bro.
Yeah, there's no doubt. That's true. And see, but the thing about it is, like, people will say that people died for our right for the political process, and we don't include ourselves in it. Yeah. But it's kind of hard for me to do that too, because it's almost like it's so convoluted. It's so hard to get into. Like, it's gonna be tough to do that, but nonetheless.
Man, you know how people don't approach me. Oh, you're gonna be mayor one day. You're gonna be this one day. I'm looking at them saying to myself, no, hell, I ain't. You know, I don't want to do that. I will back someone. You know what I'm about, bro? But my heart too pure, man. Like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna stay DBoi Speaks, and I'll you know, get behind somebody or whatever. Yeah. But I'm not politics and stuff, man. I'm in the God, man, really doing His work.
You better be. So, any last words for the people out there, DBoi, that you want to leave from a loyal listeners?
Man, when you wake up in the morning, like, have love on your mind and your heart, man. You know, you can't go wrong. Some days it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be real rough, but dig deeper. It's gonna be days you're gonna be happy, days you're gonna be sad. Try to have more happy days than sad days. You know, let's get along. Let's love each other. Let's make something out of ourselves. Let's prove that we can be business owners, or we can do whatever our dreams are. We can do it. Stay focused.
Yeah, man. My sentiments is exactly, DBoi, because I say it so often here on MrBeGreatToday, man, that, you know, we got to come together. We got to find some camaraderie. We got to find some common ground. You know, we got to learn to agree to disagree.
Yep.
And it doesn't take it doesn't take all the animosity. Sometimes it doesn't take, you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. You know how the old saying goes. In sometimes you got to learn how to pull out that razor blade when you're on that pool table. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to cut that thing a little bit. You can't always just go hard. You just can't do that. So my thing is, like, I totally agree with you. on all facets of that, man, because if we don't stay focused and you don't stay consistent, and you're gonna keep picking yourself back up, starting over again.
That's right. And it's like this though. Like, it ain't about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get up.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. I heard a guy the other day said, you just think about it. He said, you gotta think about life like a push-up.
Mm-hmm.
When you go down, it don't count when you go down. It only count when you come back up.
Wow. I love that.
The push-up only count when you come back up.
Yep, that's right. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you you might hear that on one day.
Hey man, I love it, man. Hey man, I ain't no gatekeeper to information. I love it. I love to share, my friend. I love to share, man. When you coming to Houston, Texas, man, I need y'all here, man. When you coming out here? Man,
let me tell you something, bro. To be honest with you, whenever I can drive, bro, because I'm 60, man, I'm scared of a lane, bro.
Man,
whenever I go, bro, like, we drove, man, like,
man,
I'm like,
stop.
Yeah, nigga, have to give me a shot and some milk or something like Mr. T knock me out.
Why you crazy,
but no,
man?
I do it though. You know,
I'm waiting on you. We need to do a live show, man. We need to do a live show.
Yeah, we do, man. Hey, but soon though, man. Like maybe this summer, man, I'll take a trip, bro. And
Come on, man. I ain't going nowhere, man. Hey, where my listeners can find you at, man? Drop them social media tags for me, man.
Bro, man, you know me, bro. I'm just strictly out here in the streets doing it. You know, on Facebook, it's Donnie DBoi Cannie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can catch all my videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? DBoi, DBoi. Get at me.
That right, man. Man, I damn sure, man. Hey, I definitely appreciate having you, you know, coming on to the show, man.
You know, I love you though, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I know your family proud of you, man. Just keep pushing. I'm coming back to this show, bro.
Man.
I'm coming back to this show, bro.
Man. I'm still gonna be here too. Be here.
I got you, fam.
Yeah, man. And definitely it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here, man. On the 16th year anniversary of the death of my big brother, Mean Dog, man. And it felt like that, you know. Look at God, you know what I mean? You see how that happened, and we met each other through my brother. So
yeah,
you know, and here we are. Yeah, man. But y'all make sure y'all go check me out. Mr. Be Great Today on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Great Today INC on IG. And on air with Mr. Be Great Today on Facebook. I love you all. And you already know. Be great today. Peace.
You can't really give a fuck about what people say no more. Because everybody gonna fucking critique everything that you do, no matter what you do. That shit will creep into your mind. No matter if you believe it or not.
It's wasted energy.
Yeah, it's wasted energy.